Welcome to Public Affairs. This is once again Awi Abayari. Well, this is very important for all of you because I'm with a very distinguished gentleman who I know, and they're very hardworking individuals. I'd like to present them both to you. To my right is Special Assistant Legal Attaché assigned in the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines, Cesar Oligario.
Hello, Awi.
Yes.
Hello, Awi, and hello to the audience, and thank you for having us here this evening.
And to my left is Special Agent Michael Paisan, who is based here in Los Angeles, California.
Hey, Awi, thank you so much for having us here, and Merry Christmas to all our kababayans.
They're both with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And so I'd like to ask Special Attaché, Assistant Attaché Cesar Oligario, what exactly do you do at the U.S. Embassy? I know you do a lot of things, but tell us.
Well, Awi, the Legal Attaché's office in Manila is part of a program that the FBI runs under the Office of International Operations. The FBI actually has offices within the U.S. embassies in over 70 countries throughout the world. Our office specifically deals with investigations, be it counterterrorism, fugitive, white-collar, cyber, and a whole myriad of different investigations, as long as it has a U.S. nexus back to the United States. The population of Filipinos, specifically Filipino Americans, has grown exponentially over the years. And a lot of the Filipinos now returning to the United States, we service a vested interest of the United States in that we facilitate the FBI's investigations of U.S. citizens, and a lot of the Filipinos going back home are being linked to a lot of our cases now.
You've been there like close to 2 years now, Cesar?
2.5 years now.
2.5 years. And in the span of 2.5 years, what would you like to share with our televiewers? Have been very important cases or very important news development?
Well, the biggest thing I'd like to share is that the FBI would not be able to perform its mission in the Philippines without the help of the Philippine National Police, National Bureau of Investigation, BJMP, and a myriad of different organizations that I can't say off the top of my head right now. Our investigations run the gambit all the way from the investigator out on the street all the way to the higher levels of the Philippine government, to include the Anti-Terrorism Council, the Secretary of Justice, the Department of Interior and Local Government. It's kind of amazing, actually. It's been a tremendous experience in that we actually work with all sorts of Filipino law enforcers, all the way from investigator level to the highest political positions within the country.
And before I segue and ask Special Agent Michael Paisan, what would you say would be the greatest challenge you have in the Philippines, and how are you able to overcome it?
The greatest challenge is in navigating and being able to conduct your investigations in the Philippines. Because me, growing up on the East Coast of the United States and moving out to the West Coast, I mean, put yourselves in my shoes, in that if you were to travel to a foreign country, and although I'm a Filipino American, can you actually find your way around neighborhoods off of EDSA and go into those barangays that are densely populated and actually don't have any street names, and they're just alleyways? How can you navigate yourself through those different areas? And the answer is, and how to overcome that, is working with folks like the PNP and the NBI. We're not supposed to go out anyway by ourselves, because we have to tag along with our law enforcers from the host nation, and in order to use their powers in order to execute judicial procedures in the Philippines. So, in a nutshell, again, and I'm going back to it again, we would not be able to accomplish our mission without the help of the Filipinos and the Filipino government in the Philippines. And to tell you honestly, when I do go out and do those things, be it in Manila and Caloocan or all the way from parts of Mindanao to the provinces, I totally enjoy it because there's a brotherhood there.
Well, we thank you so much for your visit. And before we end our program, Public Affairs, I'd like to talk to Michael Paisan. I know, Michael Paisan, you've been shuttling back and forth, and you brought with you so many police officers from the Police Academy.
Well, I actually work for a squad here in Los Angeles. It's one of the counterterrorism squads. And our assignment is basically the Asia Pacific. And specifically, I've been going back and forth, shuttling back and forth, LA, Manila, and conducting investigations in support of the FBI mission. And then at the same time, as part of our liaison efforts with the local police or the national police, we host or support this training initiative where we invite the PNP, specifically the Philippine National Police Safety College, to come here for a week-long training, and we put on this pretty much a show for them and try to expose them to different disciplines, agencies within Los Angeles, such as LAPD, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, and what have you. So it's just a way for them to enhance or expand whatever insights they might have or might have gained from being exposed with these different agencies.
Is there a way, Michael, that you're able to monitor after they go back to the Philippines, after the training, they go back to the Philippines, if they're able to really implement what they have learned?
We work very cohesively with the PNP, especially when we conduct our investigations. It's like what Cesar said. We cannot conduct investigations unilaterally when we're overseas, like in the Philippines. So we interface a lot with them, and we can actually gauge as far as the training that they have received over the years and whether they have the ability to adapt or to apply the knowledge that they gained from Los Angeles training. Yeah, I would say so.
And how do you consider your job? How significant is this for you?
Very significant. For me, joining the FBI and doing what I'm doing now, it's like living the dream because I have the opportunity to go back to my, I was born in the Philippines, and for me it's like, serving the Bureau, serving the United States government, and then at the same time being able to partner with my fellow kababayans and imparting my whatever knowledge or experience that I have gained over the years as an agent.
Special Agent Michael Paisan, your message to the world.
Message to the world, peace, harmony, and especially during this holiday season, I just wish everybody a peaceful and a joyful celebration of Christmas and a very prosperous 2010.
Thank you so much for joining us. And Assistant Legal Attaché Cesar Oligario from the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines, also from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, your message.
Would be that everyone should try to bond together this holiday season and to enjoy everyone's company and be appreciative of what we have now and to bring a hope to tomorrow, and that we should spend the best quality time with our families and with our friends and try to be closer to one another.
Thank you very much. This has been Public Affairs. Awi Biari once again saying goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, may God bless you always, and may God bless America.